Okay. Hi guys. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako si Cynthia Conte. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cynthia Conte, and I will be your host for today. I want to thank all of you, the fans, the media, and the Filipino Community Center that have come out today to come and support these gentlemen and Tom Loeffler's 360 promotion, Superfly 3 fan meet and greet for Donnie the Snake Nietes and Mighty Aston Palicte. I am truly honored as a Filipina to be standing here to introduce to you two fellow countrymen, fellow kababayans that hail from the same province of Negros Occidental in the Philippines. Donnie from Murcia, Bacolod City, and Aston from Bago City. First of all, we would like to thank our official sponsors, Tecate, the official beer of boxing, Tom Loeffler's 360 Promotions, Ala Promotions, Roy Jones Jr. Promotions, HBO, The Forum, and our gracious host today, the Filipino Community Center. Superfly card, the Superfly 3 card all goes down September 8th at the fabulous Forum in Inglewood, California, and also on HBO Boxing After Dark. The HBO triple header opening telecast begins with these gentlemen right here, the all-Filipino world title bout. It's going to be history in the making, Donnie Nietes and Aston Palicte, following Kazuto Ioka and McWilliams Arroyo, and the main bout, Juan Francisco Estrada and Felipe Urbuta. Before that, we'll also have, there you go, she is also half Filipina, Bang Bang Lulu Houghton. She is the little lean, mean, green fighting machine, and she is fighting for that WBC atom weight belt. So make sure you guys tune in. That will be on the live stream of 360 Promotions. The live stream starts at 4 p.m. Doors open at 4 p.m. And the terrace fans come out early. The terrace opens at 3 p.m. Come early, get your drinks on. We have Tecate, we have the beautiful girls. We're going to be passing out some drinks for all of them. Yes, see? Okay guys, so I wanted, hosting this, I know some people don't really understand or don't know too much about Superflies, and I did a little bit of history, especially knowing it's a Filipino bout, an all-Filipino bout. Superflies have become one of the most exciting weight classes people look forward to watching. Smaller boxers were once seen in hindsight to their much bigger and stronger counterparts. But now, these fighters are becoming widely recognized, not just in their countries, but in the world of boxing. Filipino Pancho Villa was newly crowned as the first Filipino and Asian fighter to become a world boxing champion with a devastating 7th round knockout against world champion Jimmy Mighty Adam Wild in 1923 at the Polo Grounds in New York City. It's been 93 years, May 2nd, 1925 to be exact, when Pancho Villa defended his world flyweight title against Clever Sencillo, winning a unanimous decision in a grueling 15 rounds. History unfolded also in May earlier this year in Fresno, California by top rank Bob Arum, with Jerwin Pretty Boy Ancajas when he defended his IBS super flyweight belt against fellow countryman Jonas Zorro Sultan. We continue to unfold history September 8th, where the longest reigning Filipino world champion, Donnie the Snake Nietes, and the hungry, motivated, mighty Aston Palicte will step into the ring as a second Pinoy versus Pinoy fighting for the vacant WBO super flyweight belt at the fabulous Forum in Inglewood, California, and also on HBO. History will once again be made. So, enough about that, and I want to get to the fighters. You want to answer first? Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have the mighty Aston Palicte. You are both from the same province in the Philippines. This fight was originally supposed to take place in Cebu City, August 18th. You're here in the US. You're going to be fighting on HBO. This is your debut of Superfly 3 and your debut on HBO. Your first world title fight. What would this fight and this win mean to you over Donnie Nietes?
Magandang umaga po sa lahat at salamat po sa Panginoon. Sa team Donnie, salamat. Kasi hindi dahil po sa kanila, wala naman laban nito eh. Sa team Focus, hindi lahat, salamat po. sa lahat ng Pilipino, sa suporta, nag-arasal. Yung laban ko na to, talagang bata pa ako at sinipasok ko, nangangarap na po na maging world champion, lumang ng world championship. So, sa akin na yun, kumbaga, ito na yung susi sa mga pangarap. So, yung training namin, doble, lahat, focus training, kahit sabihin natin, sabi nila bakit dalawang Pilipino na kasi sa akin, trabaho lang po, sports lang, normal po sa sports, sa boxing, lalo sa boxing, na may laban ng dalawang Pilipino. Hindi naman po siya sadya dahil po sa red, number 1 siya, number 2 ako. At sports lang po, trabaho lang, at excited na po kami. Team ko, ako, lalo na ako, masaya po ako, at napasok po ako, salamat po ako sa 360 promotion, HBO, na binigyan po kami ng, opportunity na makipagkita yung talent namin. Salamat po.
Those of us who don't speak English, this is the best part about this is you can say it in Filipino in long sentences, but you can say it in English in one sentence. What he was actually saying is it was his dream since he was a kid to finally fight for the title, and he's saying that there's really nothing wrong fighting. Two Filipinos fighting for a world title. It's just a job. You know, their job is to fight, and so no hard feelings. When they get on the ring, they just fight. But outside the ring, they'll be friends.
Donnie, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to throw it to you, Tom, and then I'm going to open it to the media after Tom. September 8th will be the debut for you as a super flyweight fighting for the vacant WBO belt. This is also your second time fighting on the Superfly card. Aston Palicte is visibly much taller than you. He's 5'8.5", and you're 5'4". You've been victorious once before against Roman Garcia Hirales, who's also the same height as him, capturing the WBO flyweight belt. Since weight, do you see this as your toughest fight, your toughest test of your career? Especially this being your first flyweight division fight and going for your fourth division world title.
For me, hindi naman siguro advantage yung heights para sa akin kasi marami na rin akong nakalaban na matataas. At the same time, hindi naman basketball yung lalabanan namin. So, boxing naman, suntukan naman to. So, kahit anong taas niya, makiksabayan ako sa suntok sa kanya. Kasi pinag-aralan din namin yung estilo niya, magaling siya, malakas, pero pinag-aralan talaga namin yung coach kung paano makukuha yung style niya.
Well, actually, the difference in height doesn't really bother him because he said that this is boxing, it's not basketball. So height doesn't make a difference. He studied the style of Palicte, so he's prepared for whatever Palicte will bring on the ring, and he'll be ready for it. So they train hard so that they could negate whatever Palicte will bring to the ring.
All right, well, I have another question, but I'm going to bring up Tom Loeffler, the president of 360 Promotions and putting on the Superfly 3 card. Mr. Tom Loeffler.
What a better MC than the beautiful Cynthia Conte that we can have here. We really want to thank her for being here. We want to thank Dr. Ed De La Vega for organizing this whole event. It's a tremendous, this is a tremendous event, especially for the Filipino community. The Superfly series started out with Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez versus Sister Cat Sorungasai. Then it went from Sister Cat Sorungasai versus Estrada. Now we have Estrada versus Orokuta, and we have as the co-feature this tremendous fight for the vacant WBO Super Flyweight Championship, the World Championship. And as Dr. Ed said, that there are some mixed feelings about two Filipinos fighting each other, but it shows the quality of the Filipino boxers. These two world-class fighters ranked #1 and #2 in the world fighting for the vacant title. So the Philippines should be proud that they will have another world champion after September 8th at the Forum. There's so many great fights. As Cynthia mentioned, the doors open at 4 o'clock. We also have a fourth Superfly weight fight that'll be right before the HBO fight. It'll be for the vacant IBF Intercontinental Superfly weight championship. That's with Bruno Escalante from locally here from California versus Alexander Marin. And then naturally Lulu Hatan, Bang Bang Lulu Hatan, whose mother is from the Philippines. She's fighting for the vacant WBC title. So many great fights on this show. Tickets start at $25. So they're available at Ticketmaster, and we're excited to have Donnie back on. He had a tremendous victory against Carlos Cuadras on Superfly 2. So you see, there's so much talent in this division, and the fact that all the fighters, the top fighters, are willing to fight each other. Unlike some of the heavier weights where the champions don't want to fight each other, where the top fighters don't want to fight each other, you see Aston Palicte, it's a huge opportunity for him. His first time on HBO, he's fighting for this vacant world title. And Donnie Nietes, who's coming back, he had so much publicity from the first fight on HBO. Now he'll be fighting for his fourth world division world championship, and we're really excited about this event and excited about this fight for the Philippine community.
Okay, as you know, we have the lovely Bang Bang Lulu Hatan here. She will be fighting on the live stream right before the telecast opens, so make sure you guys tune into 360 Promotions to watch her fight. You know, I've had the pleasure to watch you fight, and you are a fun little fighter. Do not let her height fool you. Like I said, she is a lean, mean fighting machine, and she's looking to get that green belt. She's fighting Brenda Flores, a Mexican fighter. I want to ask you a couple questions. You're looking tight and right. I'm going to say, look at your guns. Like, you fought. What do you have? Is it on? Oh, there you go. Okay, you fought on the Superfly 2 card, and now you're coming back with a vengeance on Superfly 3.
Absolutely. We're going for that green belt this time. So.
The green belt.
Take it home.
Take it. How bad do you want this?
This is the title that I've been dreaming of since I began boxing. You know, every day it's with me. I visualize it. I think about it. It drives me when I have those tough moments, and it pushes me. And I'm very excited to be getting this opportunity. And I'm thank Tom and 360 Promotions for giving me this opportunity. And I'm very proud to be part Filipino and representing the Philippines. And I want to say mahal kita to my family back in Digos. And yeah, it's going to be an exciting show, and I'm going to be moving and grinding and banging with time, and that's it.
Okay, your motto is be strong and worthy. When you step in that ring, what does it mean for you to fight on the Superfly 3 card, to be a part of another mark in history for the third all-Filipino world title bout?
It means a lot to me to be able to be a part of this show and be a part of you know, the great Filipino fighters here. The Filipino fighters are warriors, so you know that's part of my blood, and I'm a warrior as well. So to be able to give this show to the public and for it to go back home to the Philippines it's amazing, and they're going to get to see me and get excited about what I bring to the ring. So.
Can you tell your fans all across the world, all around the world, especially in Australia and the Philippines, they will be watching you on the live stream. Tell them what they expect to see of you once you step in that ring.
It's Bang Bang Lulu here. What else do you expect? There's going to be some moving, some rhyming, some dancing, some smiles, and some banging. So come along, check it out if you're in town, and if not, join in and watch the stream. It'll be exciting.
Thank you, Lulu. Make sure you guys check out her fight. She's a fun fighter, especially when she does her little shuffle dance. Okay, I'm going to ask the last two questions to you guys. This question's for both you, Donnie, and I'll ask you, Donnie, first. Out of the Superfly 3 card, your fight is considered the dark horse and for fans not to sleep on it. This all-Filipino bout is another mark in history. What should we expect from Fight Night, September 8th at the Fabulous Forum, and why should fans tune in to watch you?
Ibigay ko yung pinaka-bis ko para makita naman ng mga boxing fans na maganda talagang laban namin ni Aston Palicte.
Well, he said he's just kind of preparing for this and expect a good fight with Aston Palicte.
I'll repeat the question for you. Out of the Superfly 3 card, your fight with Donnie Nietes is considered the dark horse for fans not to sleep on it. This all-Filipino bout is another mark in history. What should the fans expect, and what should we expect Fight Night, September 8th at the Fabulous Forum?
Yun, sa bandirado kami. Pero, yun nga, ginawa namin lahat, training, kasi una, gusto ko manatili yung mga sumusuporta sa akin, sa laban. Kaya bawat laban ko, yung buhos ko, mapakita ko na maganda. Lalo lang yun sa laban na to, lalaban pa ko, tsaka, yun nga, training namin, triple, doble, para po mapakita namin, lalo na sa HBO 360 na kumuha sa amin. So, yun, boss po kami, magandang laban po ito sigurado.
Well, he said it doesn't mean anything if any piece of the underdog is ready to fight, is ready to go show HBO that they haven't made a mistake in putting him on this card. So he's ready and willing to fight.
For Team Palicte, how ready is he for his first world title bout? How ready is he for Donnie Nietes?
Well, Aston Palicte is Aston Palicte has been training hard on this training camp, so we have a great training camp, we have a good sparring, so I think he's ready and he knows what he's gonna do in order to win, so just let the people know that this is a very great fight, so it's better than Jerwin Angkas and Jonas Rutan, so it's the second Filipino versus Filipino, but this is the best. So please watch and support all Filipinos. Thank you.
Same question for Team Nietes.
Si Donnie naman, ready lang kami para sa laban na ito sa September 8. So, lahat ng training namin ginagawa, lahat ng study namin kay Aston ginagawa na namin. Sa ibabaw rin makikita na, at saka suportahan na natin yung Filipino versus Filipino. Nandito na tayo sa ibabaw dahil isa-isa lang to, Mexico versus Mexico, at ngayon Filipino versus Filipino. Thank you.
Donnie has been training hard for this fight, and all he has saying is come and support the fight. This is Filipino versus Filipino, and now it's no longer Filipino versus Mexican. It's now two Filipinos fighting for a world title. And so what he's asking is come and support them and see how it will come out.
Okay, now I'm going to open the floor for media to ask questions, even fans to ask the questions to any of the teams.
Okay, this question's for Donnie. Donnie, what will it mean to you if you are able to win your fourth division championship?
Siguro ang ibig sabihin siguro yun, nabilog na talaga po sa mga Filipino top fighter talaga, like Manny Pacquiao or like Donnie Nietes, parang nabilog po sa kanilang mga tawag dito, ilang kakayahan or ilang races.
Well, he said winning a fourth title, world title, would be really cool because now it will be in the level of Pacquiao and Donnie and all the other Filipinos that have won many world titles. So he's really hoping that he will be on the top end of the fight.
This question's for Donnie. Donnie, the die-hard of boxing fans in the U.S. have known who you were for many years. Now, this is your second Superfly card. Since joining the Superfly movement that's happened, or this whole series that's started, has brought a lot of attention to the Superfly division. Do you think a win in this one will get you some attention you might feel like you finally deserve? And do you feel like you should have gotten more attention earlier on in your career prior to fighting on Superfly?
Well, I'm thankful for that na sa ngayon parang na-recognize na ako dito sa US, lalo-lalo na sa Superfly at saka sa HBO. So malaking pasalamat kung nabigyan ako ng opportunity na for the second time na lalaban ulit sa HBO.
You're saying that he's really thankful for the opportunity to fight for the second time on HBO. And now that he's finally got into a point where he's on the level with the other guys, he's really very appreciative of the fact that he was given a chance.
Yes, this is Nelson Trinidad, Eagle News International Philippines. For both fighters, what will be the prediction? Any KO or something? Any hidden?
Prediction ko, maganda talaga itong laban to at saka maapat talaga yung mga boxing fans sa mga manonood. Enjoy.
And then on the side of Aston, prediction for the fight?
KO.
KO win, what round?
KO.
16 rounds? Alright, 16 rounds.
Boxing to eh. So, suntukan, ito kaya.
Okay,
and for Mr.
Well, first, Aston is saying that, this is a fight, so if the knockout comes, it will come.
What did Donnie say?
It's a good fight. It's going to be a good fight. He said it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a beautiful fight between you two, and boxing fans will win. All right, go ahead.
This is my question for Tom. So when you were setting up the fight between Nietes and Palicte, were you intentionally having two Filipino boxers fight each other, or did it just so happen that they happened to be two Filipino boxers when setting up the fight?
No, I mean, the WBO ordered for the vacant title, the top two boxers, top two rated boxers, number 1 and number 2, fight for the vacant title. And as Dr. Ed had already alluded to, this fight was set to be in the Philippines on August 18th, I believe. And so when the opportunity came to put the Superfly 3 show together, we figured this was one of the best fights in the division for a world championship. So it was natural we made an offer to All Out Promotions. We have to thank them. And also to Roy Jones Promotions. They were very easy to work with. They saw the opportunity for both Donnie and Aston to be on the HBO platform. And we're honored to have them both fighting on this show.
Thank you.
It is also for Tom. And I love the Superfly cards because the past 3 you basically mixed and matched all the opponents. Of course, we got these two guys. Have you given any thought for Superfly 4, who the winner might take, whether Estrada, Chocolatito, winner the main event?
Yeah, the great thing about the Superfly series, it's become one of the most popular boxing series on HBO. The fans and the media realize that in this lighter division that hasn't really gotten a lot of media attention, really since Michael Carvajal fought Chiquita Gonzalez at the Forum. We're coming back to the Forum, and the fans see all the action that these fighters bring. They realize when they're on HBO, not many fighters, especially in the lighter divisions, get the opportunity to fight on HBO and this big platform that will be shown internationally. So they always put on a great performance for the fans. As I mentioned before, they're willing to fight each other, whether someone wins on a show or someone loses, they're always willing to come back and fight each other. And I think Superfly 4 is positioned perfectly. Beginning of next year, Chocolatito Gonzalez is fighting a week after this show. He'll be on the big Triple G and Canelo fight September 15th in Las Vegas. So you never know. Chocolatito might come back. Sister Cat is fighting in October in Thailand, so he might come back. And then again, the winner of Estrada and Rokuda would be great for Superfly 4. But the winner of Donnie Nietes and Aston Palicte will be right up there at the top of the division. And we would certainly welcome them back to the future Superfly series.
All right, I have a question for Aston. In your perspective, how do you feel working with Roy Jones? Also, what does it mean to you to work for, to be on HBO?
Ano na, masaya ako, maraming bagay sa akin kasi isa sa inyo yung dulo ko Pagka-idol ko, Roy Jones Kari. Sila talaga yung idol ko, so hindi ko na-expect niya, makapunta ako sa Roy Jones. Kaya yun, sobrang saya ko at papasalamat din ako. Tsaka yung laban na to, para sa team, sa Roy Jones, promotion, sa lahat, susunod sa idols.
Actually, he's really appreciative of the fact that he'll be fighting for Roy Jones and given the opportunity to fight for them and on HBO. So he says that he will just go ahead and do whatever he can do.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Ask a question? I have a question. Manny Pacquiao has always been one of your idols. You fought alongside him for, what was that, the Bradley to now. What have you learned from him, and what kind of advice has he given you?
Marami po natutunan kasi nakita ko yung kung paano siya sipag, maghirap sa training. Wala naman sa ibang sikreto, yung talagang sipag lang at saka sa disiplina. Tsaka yun po yung nakikita ko, tsaka yun po yung sinusunod ko din. Kasi yung world champion siya, hindi naman siya magiging 8 times world champion kung wala siyang ganun. So sa mga athlete at nakikita ko, nakikita ko na epektibo yun kasi naging world champion siya. So sinusunod ko din. At sa mga advice na niya, wala namang ibang din. Dasal lang po, sipag, tsaga, at disiplina lang po sa katawan.
Well, what he learned from Manny is actually the way Manny trained, the discipline that Manny has been going through, and that's what he plans to do, and that's what he would like to continue to do.
Same question for you. Has Manny Pacquiao ever given you any advice in the ring and how to fight or how to go about this fight?
Siyempre nakikita ko sa kay Manny, yun, masipag sa pag-training, saka hardworking. Siyempre, tiwala palagi sa Panginoon. Yun ang kwan ko sa kay Manny. Ang pinaka na-idolize na sa kay Manny.
What he learned from Manny is the way Manny trains and the discipline he undergoes and the way he gives faith to God for his success.
Any other questions? One more. Okay. Oh, it's up. Okay. Manny Pacquiao is a hero in the Philippines and also in boxing. What does it mean to you as a Filipino to be, I don't like to say the word idol, but to be someone known to young boys and girls who want to be boxers, and just to be recognized as a national hero if your name were to be like a Manny Pacquiao?
Hindi ako yung palate. Sa akin, si Manny na talaga yan eh. Baga, mahirap man sundin, daming nangangarap, pero kahit anong mangyari, si Manny na yan eh. So, ako naman, siyempre, kaya ako rin gumawa ng pangalan, at para maging makilala, Sa lahat po, sa mga bata, sa mga athlete, paano ko lang po, dasalan po, sipag, saka disiplina. May pangarap po kayo, makarating niyo po, sigurado.
As the saying is money, you know, nobody's be like him. So what he's doing is he's trying to emulate him and give somebody, especially the kids, to emulate, and especially in the park when it comes to training and discipline as a fighter.
Donnie, same question. You already well known as a three-division coach, but to be on the same path as Manny Pacquiao, where kids look up to you and follow you and say, I want to be like Donnie. What would that mean to you?
For me, kung gusto talaga may sumusunod sa yapak ko, ay masasabi ko lang talaga yung self-discipline, at saka hard work, at saka paniwala sa Panginoon. Yun lang talagang pinaka-best number one sa mga atleta. Yun talaga yung susundin nila.
Money has shown the way on how to be a good fighter, and that's just what Donnie is trying to follow. And he's saying that if the kids want to emulate what they're doing, you just go ahead and discipline themselves and train hard and try to get to where they're going.
Any other questions from fans, the media, anybody? Okay, do you have any lasting words to Donnie? Good luck. Okay. How about you?
Good luck sa ating dalawa, at saka sana wala lang mga injury mangyayari sa atin, at saka good fight.
Can you do me a favor? Because I know both of you speak English pretty well. Can you tell your English fans that are watching, that will be watching this and tuning into the fight, what do they expect to see of you? In English. Yeah, I can say it. I don't know.
To all the Filipino, thank you so much. 360 SBO, thank you so much for the opportunity for me to show all Filipino what's my talent. Thank God. That's all.
Okay, Donnie. Speak English to me. You can say to your fans, the fans that would be watching in America.
I would like to thanks to all my family, Martinez family, sila ni Bayroy, my Mike, thank you sa inyong suporta, and all the people here, thank you so much. And I hope you support the fight this coming September 8. You pray, put fight there, no injuries. Thank you so much.